It's not just this last meet in the last week that was great for us. It was the last 2 weeks. Because what didn't happen that should have happened when we went up to Washington, and what we learned from that, and in our training all week, in our consistency and our discipline, is what we were able to bring forward to this meet. Granted, it was a home meet. Granted, we were embarrassed, and there was going to be a bounce back, which we knew. But to be able to have people step in, I don't know if you know this, but Aisha went down with an ankle injury on Thursday. She was looking great to come back into 3 events, if not the all-around, this weekend. So we needed to replace her. And then Sunday morning, Olivia shows up, and she's got the flu, hot and cold. So those were seven performances that we needed to replace, and 4 of them just on the spot. And to be able to go up to someone like Maddie on Sunday and say, Matt, you ready to come in on floor? Because Maddie wasn't coming in on floor. Maddie was not competing floor this weekend because we've been training the double out instead of the front double full. But she's had such a great week of training to be able to come and say, Matt, we need you to go on floor. And she said, great, what do you want me to do? Just tell me what you want me to do. And I said, well, I know we haven't trained the front double full, but just put that same mental focus and discipline that you've been putting in the rest of your gymnastics in that first pass, and you'll be fine. And it's the first time she's hit all 4 events in 3 years. So that was great. And to be able to replace, on bars, to have Kaylee and Tawny come in for Aisha and Olivia and do really well. Have them come in on beam, do really well. That's what was supposed to happen up in Washington. Highlights from the meet were Pritchett wins the highlight award again. I just could not be happier for her. She has struggled for 3.5 years, and it's finally all that hard work is coming to fruition. This is her 4th floor routine she's competed. She's hit all 4. She scored a 9.875 last weekend away, and she scored the exact same score here. And she is truly one of our most consistent athletes right now. And it's been 3.5 years of really hard work. And she got a lot of tough love, especially from Chris on that event. Just needing to be, I keep using this word mental discipline, but needing to be more disciplined. And because of that, you see her, and she's so calm out there. She's just, I think Pritchett should get the award of the week again. Other highlights were Lachelle and Maddie coming in the all-around, and Tawny. Even though Tawny only did exhibition on beam, I still consider it competing in the all-around. Did a great job. Had to cover on beam for her leap series, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be able to think in the moment, so that was really cool. Other highlights of the meet were, I would say, the team being able to handle the bumps in the road, learning from what happened the week before. Last week, we didn't handle the bumps in the road well, including myself. And we coaches made a conscientious decision of doing things differently. So those were all great. Lachelle's, finishing second, tying with Maddie with a 39, what'd she get? 39.325. That's just a testament to everything that our program is about. Life is about choices, and the choices that you make in life are going to dictate the type of life you lead. And the first 2 years that Lachelle was here, she had a pretty negative attitude and was really hard on herself and refused to change her mindset. And last year, when it all blew up in her face towards the end of the season, and we didn't know if she was coming back or not, and just sat her down and said, Lachelle, you have a choice. Life is about making choices. And the choices that you've made up till now have put you in this position. So you want to be in a different position, change the choices that you make, which starts with how you think about things. And literally since that day, last spring, she's changed the way she has looked at life, and she's changed her mentality about herself and has chosen to be a more positive person. And it has affected every aspect of her life. And it's showing in her gymnastics. And so what a great life lesson. Lachelle, yeah, lead off on beam. Who would have thought, right? Lachelle was petrified of beam because she talked herself into being petrified of beam. And once she said, you know what, I'm kind of liking this, then obviously she's doing better. But I think that she's really risen to the occasion of she's enjoying being counted on. She's enjoyed the fact that she's worked so hard, and she has said, I don't care where I go, I don't care what part of the lineup I go in, I just want to be able to contribute to my team. And, to fill that spot, lead-off spot on beam is a big deal. And she's gotten better on beam every single week, which is fun to see. It's pretty impressive that Sam Pesek has won every meet she's competed the all-around in, 4 for 4. And she's extremely competitive. She could have played any sport and excelled in it. And for her to be able to go out, now she knows that that's going to be her own personal challenge, and that's going to be really fun to watch. Especially when you get Maddie, Maddie's going to be a bit more comfortable, and she's going to be able to start vying for that spot, and you get Vanessa back in on floor, and it's game on. We always like to take our team cross country at some point because we have so many student athletes from the East Coast, a lot from Toronto area. We've got, 3 from Illinois and Indiana. And so it's going to be great for them to be able to compete with their extended family. They're going to be able to make the trip now. So that's always fun. And I love that meet, Chicago style. That's just a really fun meet. It's a fun city. All of the young athletes that are competing there that weekend. It's the biggest meet in the country. So all the young athletes come out and they support their favorite college team, and it's a feel-good thing because it feels like you're giving back. You're allowing these young gymnasts to be able to be exposed to 4 really good teams.